Hi there, this is Joe Morrison, founder and CEO of Razor Sharp Consulting and creator of the Donor Finder System. Let me welcome you to the final part 4 of my new online fundraising workshop series titled The Grow Environment, the 4 tools required to guarantee success. By the time we're done, you'll understand how important these tools are and why you need to have them in your toolbox if you really want to grow. As you've already discovered, this training is totally different than others that may be out there. It simply doesn't take a lot of time or money. It's proven. It's not technical or complicated. It might just be the most simple, easy to understand fundraising strategy that you've ever seen. So simple that the whole strategy can be summed up in one page, as I've done here. Today, we're going to talk about the 4 tools that every successful nonprofit leader uses to guarantee success. They are simple, straightforward, and easy to put to use right away. And don't forget to stick around to the end of this video. I've told you all that I have a very special gift for you at the end of the training, and today is the day. It's my way of saying thanks and congratulations for taking action and getting clear on what you should be doing in terms of online fundraising. You're almost there. As you struggle with your online fundraising or anything in life, it's sometimes like trying to push a boulder uphill. You can't imagine that you'll ever get there, and as you're going along, your muscles are getting tighter and you sometimes just want to give up, right? You think to yourself, this just isn't possible, or if it is possible, it's not worth it. In the nonprofit world, we're all going to get stuck. We're all going to face obstacles. We're going to have growth challenges. It seems like all we ever do sometimes is put out fires, and we never really get to the important stuff. It only takes one small thing to get you stuck, one small thing. Have you ever had one small task take all day and freak you out like it does me? Like, oh, I just need to do this quick letter, or all I need to do is set up one landing page on a website. And there's some kind of thing where it doesn't work with your other system and you're sitting there for a day and a half going, crap. That happens to all of us. You get stuck. As nonprofit leaders, we so often feel alone. I did for the longest time. I had high stress, emotional and financial stress. I'd go out to dinner with friends and family that weren't in the nonprofit world and couldn't relate. And I found there was really no one to talk to. I couldn't unpack my worries because I felt alone. Now, this led to slow progress in my fundraising efforts, or should I say no progress. So often you feel like you're just sludging through the mud. Progress is as slow as a turtle. So what you need is help to get you unstuck, help to get that momentum back. Someone once said you're either growing or you're dying, and I like that. And so I've chosen to call this momentum builder the grow environment, because if you're growing, you're not dying. And guess what? There's a model, a framework that I'm going to show you, but this allows you to keep the momentum on your nonprofit so you can focus on your big why. Why are you here in the first place? Why are you spending your time doing the things you're doing in the nonprofit sector in the first place? As I mentioned, there are 4 key elements in this model. Now think about it. Every plant needs what? Nutrients, water, temperature, and light. Every plant needs those things to grow. As nonprofit leaders, there are 4 elements that we need to grow too. It's called the grow environment. And I want you to keep that acronym in mind, GROW. And if you're looking at this in a mirror, it's called WARG, which is really weird, so don't do that, okay? GROW is the acronym you need to remember. Okay, the first thing you need to do is get a guide. In virtually every one of life's pursuits, you're going to get results 10 times more quickly by hitching a ride with someone who's already been where you want to go. If you're following gurus and mentors who haven't done exactly what they're teaching other people how to do, you need to go find a different guide. If your personal trainer, for example, is 311 pounds and is trying to teach you how to lose weight, he has no credibility. Every great business owner, athlete, musician, nonprofit leader has some kind of mentor, some kind of guide that's an expert in their field. And you need the same, a guide who can take you where you want to go. Secondly, you need to have a sense of responsibility. You have to show up and do the things that you say you're going to do. You have to be responsible to yourself and to others and make sure that what you're working on is the right thing so that you're crystal clear. And one definition of responsibility is the opportunity or ability to act independently and make decisions without authorization. My guess is that you already possess responsibility, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place. When you're done with this video, you'll have an opportunity to exercise that responsibility. The next part is others, the O in grow. You have to surround yourself with people that are a little bit ahead of you, or at least at the same or similar level in your journey, that have positive attitudes, that are getting things done and making a better life for themselves. This is especially true in the nonprofit sector. We tend to live in isolation from one another. And when I was training to be a lifeguard way back in the day, I remember being terrified as I was sitting on the bottom of the pool one day, wearing all my clothes, including my sneakers, and trying to see how long it would take before I ran out of breath and started to panic. Now, I wasn't doing this voluntarily. I was doing this because it was a test by my instructors. I felt like I was literally at the bottom of the ocean all alone. I was like, this is weird. Why am I doing this? Why didn't I go take that carpentry course like I had planned? But I realized I was actually being watched. I was literally surrounded by other people who already had their training, who were capable, who were at one time in their lives exactly where I was sitting at the bottom of this pool. And I knew, and they knew, that they had my life in their hands. And guess what? All that stress went away. I just knew I would make it out okay, regardless of what happened. Realize that you too have to depend on others to help you out sometimes, and that's okay. Just be sure that there are people that you can depend on and who will understand your predicament. Finally, we come to the W, which stands for a way forward. We talked a lot today about frameworks. They provide the way forward that so many of us are missing. And a great deal of the training is focused on that. But you also need a good guide, self-responsibility, and peer support, because you're going to get stuck. Life is not always perfect. And those things will help give you the way forward in your journey. And that's really what's required to grow in the grow environment. All you really need is to implement a system that works. So now the choice is really yours. I know I've said that many times before, but you can choose to really what to do, what you're doing right now with no framework, but lots of frustration and overwhelm, or you can just follow a clear path and get real results like I've showed you, and I hope that's the path that you're going to follow. And what I want to do now is to show you what it takes to win. And hopefully you want to win, because you've already told me that you're frustrated. You're saying that you don't have a good guide. You don't have mentorship or peer support from others. You're bogged down in the soup of fundraising. You're guessing and hoping your way forward, which isn't really moving you forward at all. So let's talk for a moment about what it takes to win and how I can help you if you want to get positive results in your fundraising efforts. The solution I've created is called the Donor Finder System Community. And the core of it is a 9-week program, and it's training and coaching designed to help you do one thing: launch an automated donor funnel in those 9 weeks. Now, this core training in and of itself is a $997 value. So this is a place for you to finally implement online fundraising without frustration or overwhelm, but more importantly, have fun. And I mean that. With training and support and guidance and saving a lot of time with frameworks, none of that matters if you can't have fun and enjoy yourself. Now, we've really already talked about a guide, but what I want you to see is that in the Donor Finder System community, your guide is me. As part of this package, you'll get my direct help, my direct coaching, advice, and support. And additionally, you can find other guides, leaders from the nonprofit sector like yourself, who have been where you are and can quickly and easily give you the push that you need to get results, or to help you wrestling with a big problem or an issue. Two heads are better than one, and three heads are better than two. Additionally, I provide live group coaching webinars on a regular basis, so you and your team can sit in and learn about a new trend or hear about a new tactic that may be working in the fundraising world. I've also created a private coaching community where you can actually get access to me and other people, peers, and give feedback right away with what you're working on. Okay? This shows that you're responsible and allows you to be accountable to yourself and to others. Because if you say to yourself, I have limited time and limited energy, and I'm going to do one thing this week that I need to do, and others say, yes, that's what's important, or no, here's exactly what you should be doing, that peer support from others is priceless. That's what keeps you unstuck. That's what builds your momentum. Being around people that are getting results, that are kicking butt every day. The Donor Finder System community makes it easy for you to be responsible and to be accountable. Upload your work, ask for a critique, show others you're on the right track. However you choose to demonstrate your responsibility, you'll find encouraging, thoughtful people who want to help. I'm particularly proud of the peer support system. This is where you can interact with others. You can collaborate or simply network and socialize if that's what you want to do. You'll find that this element of the community becomes really important to you as you never have to feel alone or isolated again. It goes without saying that for every aspect of this community, there is a done-for-you template to support you. So how to create a Google ad campaign, what to include in your emails and when to send them, how to use persuasion shortcuts to convert prospects into donors, how to craft the perfect solicitation, and even how to use crowdfunding to exponentially grow your nonprofit. There's a template in our frameworks that when you are at that point, and only when you're at that point, you show up and get results. There's a whole slew and a growing library of done-for-you templates that in and of themselves have sold for $499, and I'm including that. As I've mentioned before, I've spent my entire career in the nonprofit world. I've worked for and with some of the most well-known nonprofit organizations in the United States in all sorts of fields, from youth development to animal shelters to hearing and deaf agencies to churches and missionaries. I've worked with nonprofits large and small, but I have to admit it's the small ones that really interest me. It's the small ones that are often overlooked and forgotten, and it's the small ones that need the most help. The system that I've created works really, really well for small nonprofit organizations because it's a start from scratch system that's already been developed for you. You don't have to try and figure out what works because I've already done that. And none of this is theory. It's all proven results from myself and my consulting clients, developed over 30 years in the nonprofit sector. It works for all types of causes and all sizes and shapes of those organizations too. Put in the effort, follow the frameworks, see the results. It's that simple. You know, one day I realized that the only difference between your nonprofit and a big name company is that you lack the tools and the systems, the frameworks that they have in place. And this led me to an aha moment in my life. And that is, I could create those frameworks for you and help you achieve the same results as the big boys were getting. Your job is to simply accept the gift that I'm handing you. Now, I know that for many of you, that's a big leap of faith. But if you're unsure about me or the community, just remember, I'm just like you. I struggled. I was putting out fires here and there. I was overwhelmed. And then I found an easier way, an automated way that proved to be highly efficient and highly effective. I'm just someone that was struggling that took a leap of faith and started doing the right things in the right order. I started doing less and getting more results, and I learned through trial and error what works and what doesn't. And now I've brought it to you. And I hope you make the right choice and join me. What I want you to know is that this truly is my life's work. This community, the mentorship, the support, the systems I put forth to you is my life work. It's not just a fundraising thing or a course, at least not to me, or some other $1,000 product that's only going to get you more confused. It's a moment in time. It's your all in one place. And for many of you, this will be a pivotal moment, an upward change in your nonprofit and your life. But you have to recognize this is an important moment. It's simple. When you take action, you get results. If you sit there thinking about it, you stay exactly where you are. So if you look at the value of what I just talked about, the core training at $9.97, the coaching community, which includes live coaching and real-time coaching for me, which, by the way, I normally charge $497 a month for, the done-for-you templates, which have sold for $499, you're already looking at a $7,460 value. And on my website, you'll see that my new charter rates show a lifetime membership for only $1,997. Now, that's a pretty good deal. And with a lifetime membership, you pay once and you get everything. Or you can choose to pay $9.97 per year. But remember, I told you in the beginning that I have a very special gift for you. You recall that? So I wanted you to be able to take action, so that there's no barrier to getting started. I have a bonus training I've put into this called Facebook Fast Track. How to just show up and set your ads, target your audience, and create high converting campaigns. I use templates, so you just fill in the blanks and launch your campaign. So if you are one of the few nonprofits who don't want to go with the free $10,000 a month Google AdWords grant, or you want to add this after you've had success with that, this training is a great addition. It's also included. But more importantly, this is what I'm so excited to tell you about. Throughout this workshop series, I've been mentioning a special gift, and one of those gifts that I'm going to give you is a $10,000 upgrade, which is the following. You, if you sign up today, are going to get all the future content that I ever create. So the core training, the done-for-you templates, the community of peers, the bonus stuff I've covered, Facebook ads, the live ongoing coaching where we discuss every type of problem that you want to solve in your fundraising efforts for as long as you want to take advantage of it. It's all included in a lifetime membership. So this is a deal where you pay once and you get all the future content that I'm ever going to create and ongoing coaching. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you with this stuff, but I'm just showing you that this is your place to get all the sustaining energy that you need for your nonprofit. It's over $27,757 in value, and that's not an exaggerated value. You know, when you sign up for a course and they say, this is $1 million course. No, these are real individualized values for content and support that I provide every day. This is a $27,757 value because it's lifetime with all future content. This really is your defining moment. You're not going to want to pass this up. On our website, again, people pay $1,997 for lifetime, $997 per year. And here's what I'm going to offer you, and I really want you to pay attention right now and take action on it, because I've removed the obstacle of price and overwhelm. I've given you a support system, and I've provided everything that you need for only $997. So one payment of $997 gets you lifetime access to everything that we talked about. Or you can make 3 payments of $349. If you pay up front, you get the maximum discount, or you just make one payment and you're good to go, or potentially you could make 3 easy payments of $349. Now, I'm not into pressure sales, and I want you to do your due diligence, okay? Think about it. Really consider what it costs versus what you're getting. But realize that this deal isn't going to last forever, and it's only available if you watch this video series. I don't know how long I'm going to be offering it because, to be honest, I'm just starting the community and I want to build the base. So you're lucky. You get to be one of the founding members of the community. But let me quote an old Irish proverb which says, "Nodding the head does not row the boat." You can sit there and agree with me all you want, but if you don't take action, you won't get very far. That's precisely why you're in the place you are right now. Action requires movement. It's really simple. You can pay once at $9.97 or 3 payments at $3.49. All you really have to do is go to donorfindersystem.com/in. That's donorfindersystem.com/in. You go there and you have those choices. You can make a one-time payment of $9.97 or 3 payments of $3.49. So the Donor Finder System, it's a simple, step-by-step fundraising system that uses frameworks to launch an effective automated prospect generation machine for your nonprofit, again, without frustration. So most people in fundraising talk about donations, right? They say we need to raise more money, so let's put a donation button on our website, or let's do a crowdfunding campaign and get lots of donations. And they're starting at the middle of this system, right? A second or third level up, but you haven't yet identified, attracted, or engaged your prospect, and you're never going to convert them to a donor. And a crowdfunding campaign or a donate button on your website is going to do very little good. That's why fundraising doesn't work for you now. You're trying to start at the end. But when you have the right system in place to attract, you know who your donor is, engage, you have a funnel that can automatically get strangers involved or active in your campaign or project, only then can you look at converting them to donors. In other words, many of you are trying to bypass the cultivation of your potential donors instead of setting up an automated system to do that for you. Now, I want you to know that I really do believe in you. But let me quote an old Irish proverb once again, which I've just said, nodding the head does not row the boat. Okay? You've got to take action and you've got to make something happen. Have you ever been late for a train? I have many times. And there's a sinking feeling knowing that you may not get to your destination. Or if you do, you're going to be late, right? I don't want you to miss the train. I've attempted to make it easy for you to catch the train, and I've made it as fair as I possibly can, and I've made the price as low as I possibly can, so that you can not have any obstacles in your way. It's simply, the train is there, it's waiting for you, ready. You should be ready to climb aboard, and I hope you will climb aboard, but the train is not going to stay in the station forever. Catch it before it leaves, okay? So are you in? Have you made the right choice? I know that you can do it. You're smart. You're a capable nonprofit leader. You know a good deal when you see it. I know you're going to make the right choice. Okay, so here's what's going to happen for those of you that are in. I just want to let you know what's going to happen so that you're crystal clear. When you sign up, you're going to get a welcome sequence right away, a quick start package. This is the same kind of content we cover in our highest end consulting clients. It's literally going to walk you through the exact steps of how to set up your foundational frameworks. It's a video training and it's a workbook that you get so that you can easily get started. You also get a series of welcome videos so you'll know how to get around the community, how to be responsible. You're going to introduce yourself, and I'm going to show you some of the folks that are in there now so you can get see different types of causes and so that you can find others who share positive values and similar attitudes and a desire to make a huge difference as soon as possible in their nonprofit. Additionally, once you sign up, I'll provide you with a phone number and an email that you can use to contact me directly if you have questions or concerns. Now, should you have any questions whatsoever, I hope that you're going to write them down below in the comments section, and I'll try to respond to them as I can. If you don't have a question, Just tell me what you thought of these videos that you've received, the whole video series. Maybe the things you're going to do, whether you're inspired to take action or anything that lets me know that our time together was not wasted. I honor you. I thank you so much. I really do look forward to getting to know you and having you be part of my family. It really means a lot to me. So sign up now. I hope to see you in the Donor Finder System community, and take care. Have a great day. Bye.